Hello everybody and welcome to another review. This is what I'm going to be reviewing, skylynx. But first I do want to make an announcement. It's going to be kind of a channel update. And I may have said this a couple times already in past videos, but this time I'm actually meaning it because I have time, I have no excuse not to, and I have reviews picked out for the entire month. So as long as those don't get messed up, then we should be rolling with reviews throughout the entire month. I have a kind of short marathon planned, like a 3-episode marathon for later on this month. I have some versus reviews maybe. And I just have some reviews that I've been wanting to do, just haven't gotten the time to do them. Yesterday, because I had stuff planned, I was going to do a review on 2007 Long Arm from the first movie in order to kind of commemorate 15 years of the live action films, but didn't end up doing that because, like I said, I had stuff planned and that happened to get in the way. But hey, a video's coming out today, and then I believe another one's coming out Wednesday. I may try and do that long arm review tomorrow though, and it'll be kind of late. I don't know, it's just what I can do. So without further ado, let's get into skylynx. Because I have been wanting to talk about this figure for a while now. skylynx is one of my favorite designs. He's weird and wacky, but I have no idea what he is like. I don't know if the Earthrise one is at all correct, but in the Earthrise show, which is the only thing that I've watched him in, he is kind of egotistical and wanted to become a prime, and was basically banished to the Transformers form of the Shadow Realm, and became, like, kind of self-conscious and everything, and ended up risking his life to save Optimus Prime from, I think, Megatron. So, overall, he's a pretty cool character. I really like him. I just can't, like, stop messing around with him. He is super fun to mess around with as well. Just messing around with the head and neck and all of that is just amazing. But before we talk about everything about him, let's get him in some size comparisons. So here he is next to Rodimus Prime, another Commander class figure. Deluxe class Ratchet, which is another great figure, probably going to be in next month's review setup. Deluxe class Pipes, which may be later on this month. Maybe a versus review. I'm in between a couple choices with him swapping their place. So let's talk about skylynx look. He has an amazing head sculpt. I love the visor that he has. And then he has a movable tongue in his mouth, which also has a gun on it, which is blast effect compatible. And obviously an opening and closing jaw, which actually does close pretty flush for the vehicle mode. So that's really good. Another thing I really like about him are the double jointed legs on the Lynx part of his body. That's just really amazing. And the wings are also pretty good, but this one is a little loose and does like to fall off a little bit. This one, not so much. This one's pretty solid. but it's still amazing. You can, at certain points, you can get it to hold its pose. Certain points you can't. Overall, it's a really great figure, especially combined. Now let's talk about it whenever it's kind of in its worst mode. So what you want to do is grab this section here and pull it down, and then you're just able to lift the bird section up. We'll come back to him as we're gonna start with the lynx. So in order to transform the lynx, you want to grab this section and pull it up and rotate the head around, lift the head up, and just like pose it in whatever way you want to, like so. Then you can hold out the double tail that he has, and that's how I like my lynx to look. For the bird, it's even easier. You just unplug the legs from the shuttle, ratchet them down. The feet are on ratchets, fold out the toes. And then bend the legs back, and pose it to where it's fine. Get everything back to working. And there's the sky mode. Basically just a bird. So everything that I liked in the skylynx mode is on show here. It's just, it gets worse. I'm not a fan of these legs. They're a little too small and don't really help the figure stand very easily. He's a little wobbly. But you can get him to stand pretty well if you try. And then the lynx is also alright. Keeps the amazing legs. I don't really like the double tail that it has. I'm not a fan of that, but the lynx head is also really good. It also has a tongue in there that you can move around. So that's pretty cool. So for size comparisons as well, let's get ratchet, pipes, and Rodimus. That'll be the last size comparison I probably do. Now, basically, you know the extra posability from this mode. It's all just the same as the first one, except you use the transformation joints in order to get it to pose. So now I'm going to put him back in his main configuration. And then so for posability, he has a ball joint at the head, which can swivel all the way around, as well as the opening jaw and the movable tongue. He has a side at the first neck joint, and up and down at the second joint, up and down third joint, up and down the fourth joint, and it can go in and out as well. He has wings and bendable feathers. It can go up, back, and go in and out. He has 1, 2, 3. Oh, it does come off. 4, 5, 6 joints at the tail plus a wiggle. He has a forward and back. The shoulders on all of them can come out. He has a bicep swivel, has 2 joints at the knee, which I don't want to bend at the moment, a ratcheted foot, and a great pivot. So overall, that's the posability for skylynx. Now, to transform him, you basically want to take him off like you did for the individual modes. Bend the wings straight, and there'll be a tab on the foot right thereabouts, and you can just slide the wing into it. And again, it's a pretty loose connection, so you may need to be like pretty thorough. Fold in the wings like so, then rotate the wings around. Open the thruster section like so, and fold, 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 and fold the tail up, and then just close off the thruster section. Straighten the head, and push it in, and the wing came out again. And there you have the shuttle mode. And then finally, the lynx transformation. You want to straighten the legs and fold them all the way forward. Fold them all the way back. And they'll tab in to the sides. Same thing on the other side and on the other legs. And there you have like a shuttle carrier mode. So let's talk about the worst of the two. It's the shuttle carrier. Of course, it's basically just a rectangle that isn't great. It's perfectly fine for what it is, but it's not that great. You can also attach the shuttle to this form, and it doesn't look terrible. It just looks like something just straightened out. And then the rocket mode, or the shuttle mode, which actually looks amazing. It's NASA on the side, and everything is still just here. Like, you can still slightly do that, and it doesn't completely break the sculpt to open the mouth, but it staying completely closed does keep the mouth shut. This is my only problem with this mode. This piece still likes to flop around, but it's fine. It's a small little gripe. And this section opens up, which I really like. I think that's supposed to be like a solar panel or something along those lines. He does have landing gear as well. Under the cockpit, there's this section, and then on these two sides right here, there are two right here. I was going to say, I don't think these roll, but they do. They are on a clip. So, there you go. They don't roll very well. Also, this mode does have like ramps, but they're mostly used for the next mode, which we'll get into right after I do talk about something that I forgot to mention in the robot mode. It's the All About symbols. They're red with the gold outline, which remind me of the I don't remember what animal, but it was like the year of something Optimus Prime, which I used to have, but I sold off whenever I was really young. So, you basically don't need to do anything. You don't really need to do with anything with this mode. You just want to take you just want to take these sections and rotate them up, with this being on the bottom. And take off the camera sections as well. Rotate the biceps. Like so. This is the way that I like to have it as well. I don't know if it's the correct way, but it's the way that I like to keep it. And then these spread, and then rotate these down again. Rotate out this piece right here. Fold out this section and slide out this section. And then you can have these sections really any way that you want them. Personally, I like to just have them folded. Oh, this arm came off. Just fold it down. It kind of helps with stability and all of that. And then these sections rotate up, and you rotate the feet all the way around. You can plug the missile sections into the feet, and then have them whichever way you want them, like so. Finally, you want to take the shuttle and can plug it into these three holes on the top of the base. And everything doesn't really stay in well, but there you go. This can help stabilize it. Not really. This is my least favorite mode because you cannot, no matter how much you try, really get this to look amazing. The tabs don't really like to stay in at all. But there you go. that is basically thereabouts what it is. And for scale, I guess, here's pipes. I don't want to do the others. This is by far the worst mode out of the 3 that the entire figure has, right? This is the 7th. Never mind, I cannot count. This is the worst out of the 7 that this figure has. Overall, I really enjoy this figure. I love it a lot, but there are faults with it. That just comes with every figure. There are very few nearly perfect figures, but I may be talking about one that I think is perfect later on this week. So if you want to see me completely gush over a figure later on this month, please subscribe. I will 100% try and get that review out. This arm is not wanting to stay in. I'm going to try and get him back into his Lynx mode before the end of the video. Basically, while I do this, I just want to reiterate, I'm going to be trying to get more out there throughout the next month, or even, well, I shouldn't really put a time frame on it because it could continue just to not stop. I'm gonna try my best though to get this to continue because I really want to do this. I like talking about figures that I like, figures that I don't necessarily like, and the in-betweens, I guess, as well. And there we go. There's Skylynx. I finally got him back. So, throughout the next month or so, I will be trying my best to make videos regularly. And if I can, I'm even going to try and do that from now on. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, this video wasn't the best. Kind of just thrown together. But also, it's kind of hard to do whenever you have a bigger figure and you're trying to keep it under a short period of time. So, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please like, please subscribe, and we'll see where this goes. So yeah, that's it. Thank you.